Hi, Virgos. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. Today, we're going to ask Spirit what is going on with any connection around you, any new love that may be coming, even past connections. This is a general love reading for all my Virgos or cross watchers. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to anybody who's new. Welcome back to all my supporters. Thank you for your love. I really appreciate it. Let's see what Spirit has for us. Spirit, if you could please share with us any messages of guidance for anyone who has found this reading today. I am listening for you now. What is it that you want us to know? The clock, needing time, cycles and takes time to heal, progressing. Okay, so needing time. I need more time, or this relationship needs time, something like that. I have wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection and everlasting love and devotion. Maybe we're moving in the direction of a commitment, but we need more time together just to confirm it, or we want some more time under our belt that we've been together to make sure, something like that. I have a coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated. Maybe having a cup of coffee with our person in the morning is maybe our special time together. That's kind of how that came into me. Let's get one more. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. So give this time, okay? If you are waiting, if you are looking for love, maybe we're going to meet somebody over a cup of coffee. Maybe that will be our first date. Could be just we meet, we're having a simple cup of coffee. It could be as simple as that. But Cupid's arrow is in the air, and let's see where we're headed. So this could go a couple of different directions. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, what do you have for my Virgos today? What do you want them to know? Time. All we have is time, right? It's all in divine timing. It's all, our path, our plan, our purpose. So all we have is time. I have a 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. I have a Page of Pentacles. Call this Pentacle energy. And I have a Hanged Man. So I do feel like somebody has been, I'm going to say, delaying this relationship. That either they're putting up their guard, they've got some unfinished business that they want to take care of, even they're working on another area of their life. Maybe they're trying to achieve something that everybody, look at me kind of energy. They could be starting something, starting their own business. They just started a new job. They're trying to get ahead. I don't know if it is affecting that you are the reason that they're delaying it. I feel like they're delaying it because they're just working on another area of their life. They may even be saying, I'm not going to do a commitment, like somebody who's still finishing out college, okay? Or they went back to school for some kind of training. It's like, when I finish that phase of my life, then I'll consider doing the next thing. So I feel like I've got to complete something in order for me to make a decision that I want to go to the next phase of my life. So they're probably doing something that connects with money. I have 10 of Cups, so they are happy with you. I do feel that. I have a 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're tired of either struggling or they don't want to struggle if we're in a commitment. Maybe they're saving money for a home or saving money to move, an 8 of Wands. It's almost this feeling of, when I get these things done and I get myself out of this situation, then we can move forward. And then it may move forward very quickly. All right. They could pay off debt. They could get a new job. They could have money coming in. And then it's like, I know we can be happy together. So this feeling of, are we going to have it all? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say right now I'm feeling like we can have it all, but we've got to work through some life situations in order to have it all. Let's keep going. I want to see what's important. Cupid's arrow again. Have faith, love is coming. A surprise invitation or a meeting. And then it has hesitation down here. There is this sense of I've been struck by a Cupid's arrow, but I am hesitating. Doesn't mean that they don't want to move forward. They don't have feelings for you, but they want to make sure that they're doing it in an order of some kind. Whether it's I've got to complete my education, then I want to buy a house, I want to own a house on my own, then I want to get married, then I want to have children. Like there's almost like this kind of order that is happening, that somebody has a timeline in their head that they want to do these things with. A hand of cards. Take a chance, a risk, being strategic, knowing their options, not showing their hand. They may not be sharing with you this timeline. They may be just saying someday, or I know we'll be together in the future, but they're not committing to a when. And that may be upsetting to you, but it's because they probably have a little bit of a game plan, or in their mind, they always had when they thought that they would settle down, or an age, about the age that they would settle down. So that could be going on. Maybe they'll reveal that to you. Maybe they'll keep that to themselves also. But I do feel like that's what's going on. A heartbroken, deeply hurt, a separation, grieving, feeling lost. I don't know if I feel a separation as much as disappointment, that maybe you aren't getting the answer from this connection as soon as you want it. This person may love being with you. They may think that they're going to spend the rest of their life with you. They may say, I'm in love with you, but they may not be saying the words that you want to hear. Like, I'm going to put a ring on your finger and will you marry me? So I don't want you to be heartbroken. You can be disappointed that it's not here right now in the now, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. This is going to be a testimony of patience. This connection, I'm going to have to wait for this person. Expect a love call. Somebody expresses love messages. They're thinking of you. They're letting you know. I have no doubt in my mind this person is in love with you. This person is in love with you. It's only a matter of time that we're going to have more. And that's how it's really coming into me today. So right now is Cupid's arrow, has a little bit of they've been struck by Cupid's arrow. I'm going to agreement with that. And then it's a little bit of, I'm not showing my hand. A little bit of I'm holding all the cards. And it could be that you feel like it's not just them who gets to make the decision. I mean, both of you have to make a decision. What's the next move in your relationship, whether it's we're going to live together, or we're going to buy a home together, or even a formal commitment. But both of you have to make that decision. It's not any one person who holds all the cards, right? So we've got to be careful with that too. Spirit, where is this connection going? I have a 9 of Cups. I have a 4 of Swords. There's the waiting. Okay. I have a Knight of Wands. And I have a Hangman. Yeah, there is a hesitation. There's a hesitation, but they're not hesitating because they don't care for you and because it's not a good connection. It's a phase in their life. It's a phase in their timeline. Either they have something in their head that they just aren't ready for it. Maybe they're not ready to jump back into being in a committed relationship. Maybe they're still taking a break, even though they want to have somebody in their life, but they don't want to be married again, especially if they were married before. There is this compassion and there is this sense of, I love being with you and I only want to be with you, is how it's coming into me. So there's no competition. There's no threat here in this connection. I think this is just going to take time. I have an Empress and a 2 of Wands. I do see a future with you, with this Empress. I do. You're the person that I want to be with. Your nurturing, loving, kind, caring energy is the energy that I want to be with. So it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with some kind of phase in their life or a timeline that they are shooting for. Sometimes people just have it in their head like, I don't want to I want to date somebody for 3 years before we start talking about anything more serious, right? Like that's just some kind of rule they have in their head. And your person may have said that. I have a Page of Swords. They're optimistic, they're open, they're sharing with you, is how that came in. So I do feel like they're being truthful. They're going to open up, is how that Two of Swords just came into me. And they do feel like this is something that is meant to be together. If I were to ask this person privately and say, what are your plans with your person? They would say, I know we're going to stay together. It's going really well. I really love being with them. I'm just not ready yet for that next stage. Doesn't mean I won't be. It means that I just want more time for me. And they do see you as their soulmate. So this is a be patient. You will have it all someday with this person. This person will give you, so to speak, the world. And we have to just wait for them to get to that place and time where you're both on the same page, and that's but what you both want. So be patient. It is a great soul connection. Let's see what their feelings are. I've denied my feelings for you for a long time, but it didn't work. The feelings only grew stronger and stronger each day. You still hold the key to my heart. So they're not going to hold back on their feelings. I think that they're honest with their feelings, to tell you the truth. I think they're being very honest. I know that we are destined to be together. That's why I'm coming back soon. Some of you, it could be a reconciliation, but I'm feeling more a relatively new love. I feel the magnetic pull back to you. I can feel our connection getting stronger and stronger. Could be a soul connection, finding each other again. We do have this Lover's card, so could be our souls have found each other again, and now we want more. I see you in my dreams, and in my dreams, we are already together. So they're saying believe. If you believe that you're going to be with this person, if you just know in your heart that this is meant to be, then I want you to trust that. This is very much, you will have it all one day. You just don't have it today. And that's hard. I get it. But I don't know what the timeline is. Will I have it in a year from now? Maybe. Will I have it in 2 years from now with this person? Maybe. But we've got some phase or some logistics in our life that we want to accomplish first before we go to that next step, that next level in our relationship. I found myself when I found you. Gorgeous. They're not going anywhere. I know this is a once in a lifetime love and no one will ever compare to you. So there's no competition. Self-love, acceptance, a soul mission, spirituality, passion, and a union. So I think eventually this is going to turn into a long-term commitment. I think you will get everything that you're hoping and dreaming of. If you want that fairy tale wedding someday, if you want that big diamond ring on your finger, and you want to have that opportunity to walk down that aisle, if that's something that you really would love in your life, then this is the person who I do believe you're going to have that with. It's just a matter of time that they're going to put a ring on your finger. So we have to just be patient. That's how it's coming in. I know it's hard. It's hard to wait. Let's see. High Priestess of Spirit. I want you to trust your intuition. Do the number 7. Could be July is important. I have the number 32, your self-worth, loving yourself. You're not settling, Spirit just said. If you're not getting what you want today, it doesn't mean that you're settling or you're giving up something. It's just time is fluid. And this person wants to be with you now at this stage, at this type of relationship that you're sharing right now. They want you in their life. They can't imagine you not being in their life. And then maybe in a year from now, the status or how we relate to each other changes. So that's what I'm trying to say is they want to be with you either way. And then over time, this relationship will turn into something so much more. I have a letting go, the number 22, transforming. Maybe part of this waiting and this patience is letting go of things like I can't get everything I want when I want it. Sometimes I have to wait for something that's very special. I do feel like this person's worth the wait. I do trust them. I do feel like they are being very sincere and honest with you. I don't feel like they're stringing you along or making you empty promises. None of those things are happening. I think they're literally in their mind thinking, when I have, X amount of money in the bank, or I've bought a home, or I've completed an education, or I have completed something that I've been working towards, or in a better place financially, something like that, then I want to do something more substantial with you. So that is how it's coming into me. It's more of a logistics kind of a feeling that we have to plan it. Even people who get married and want a fairy tale wedding, sometimes those weddings take 1.5 years or 2 years to plan. So a wedding can take planning. So it could be as simple as that we have to think ahead. We're thinking years ahead. I have a Queen of Wands. I have a Knight of Wands. Gorgeous. I have a 7 of Wands. And I have a 6 of Wands. You're the only person they want. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're not going to give up on you. They are putting their energy into you. All right. And they want everybody to know that you're together. Part of me feels like they're not holding anything back. It's not like they're saying, I don't want anybody to know about us, or I want to keep us secret. I think that they do want everybody to know. I think they're proud to be with you. And I think that they want to show you off to a certain extent. So they are just working. I think we just have to wait. We have to just wait. Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny brought us together. They don't want to be alone. That Hermit card coming out. And then I have a 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. This sense of, I think I'm working towards something, I have to choose between what I would like to see happen and what realistically I can afford to do, or the timing isn't right, something like that. The timing just might not be right for a ring. All right. That could be just the bottom line. But fate and destiny and the universe have brought you together and believe that you should be together, Spirit says. So that is beautiful. So we're going to hold on to that. We're very happy in the interim. If you're happy with this person, if you are saying to yourself, you know what, I'm happy, for the most part, I'm happy. I've walked away from old hurts or old wounds, or sacrificed, my own freedom so that I could find somebody I would be happy with, then I want you to just focus on that. If you're happy today with your person, just know the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, and it will come. That is how it's coming into me. This person brings you a sense of peace, comfort. They are there for you, is how I feel. I mean, you may have struggled through a lot of other relationships that they weren't as good to you. They weren't there for you. And this connection has proven to you that you somehow balance each other. You even mirror each other in a sense, right? So I think this person's worth the wait. Queen of Swords. I think we're going to talk about our future. I have the Devil. We don't want to stir up the pot with, if you're not going to give me what I want now, then I'm moving on. When this person is loving you and is there for you, and we know that we're going to have everything someday. We're going to have everything in due time. I have a Fool. Maybe they still see this as the beginning. Maybe they see this as we're just starting. Even if you've been together for a little bit of period of time, there's still this sense of we have a whole life ahead of us, and we'll get to all of those things. We'll get to a commitment. We'll get to buying a home. We'll get to having children together if that's something that you are still wanting to do in your lifetime. But it's this feeling of we have just started this journey together and we will have it all someday. What else, Spirit, do you want us to know? You are my secret passion. So they do want you. You are always safe with me. A sense of I want to provide and protect you. I want to take care of you. I want to follow you through all time and all universes. I want to be with you now, and I want to be with you in the future. So I'm going to say I want to trust that. Can we just kiss all night? That's nice. I tried to stop these feelings, but now you are burning hotter and brighter than ever within me. So it's turned into something so much more, right? We have gone through maybe a lot together. I still feel like even, it's funny because even people who have been together for years, when it's exciting, you still always feel like it's new. Like you can say, I feel like I'm on this perpetual honeymoon. Like it's just always fun and new. And I'm still excited about my person. And I feel like that's how your person feels about you. I want to create a life with you. I always see this card as I want to create a life with you. I want to have a home. I want to have a future with you. So I do believe that. You are the sweetest home I've ever known. I've never been this happy with anybody. Love isn't always on time. Please be patient with me. We're just starting, right? It's a journey. That's exactly what it is. It is a journey. It is a leap of faith that we're both taking. It is I want to be with you, and I want you to trust that I want to be with you in the future. And I want you to trust that we're going to have everything someday. That is what your person is saying. So we do have to be patient. This is the message today. Please be patient with me. That's hard. That is hard. I get it. Spirit, can I have a couple other love messages? You're going to have it all one day. You will have it all. I still have so much to accomplish before I can be what you deserve. There's my timeline. I've got other things in my life I've got to take care of first before I quote unquote settle down or, start a family or buy a home with you or have a church wedding, so there's the timeline right there. I've got other things that I need to do first. Facing my reflection is more than I can handle. So they're being honest with themselves. I think they're being honest with themselves. I think they are better off knowing what they want than doing something just to make somebody happy and then not being happy down the road. So you both want to be on the same page. I wasn't looking for this and I don't know how to deal with it. So it's going to take time. That's all. You are my star who outshines all the others. Nothing compares to you. So whatever we're going through, I want you to hold on to that this person sees a future with you and that you will have it all someday. We just have to wait for that day to come. And we're going to put it into the universe that all of our dreams and hopes will come true with this person in divine timing. And that's all we have to do. We just have to trust and believe it and know that we're with the right person, and we will both have it all someday. And I think that you guys are going to stay together, and I think that you will have it all, whatever it is that you both are dreaming and hoping for. So let's ask Spirit to guide you both now. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always, my Virgos, for your love and support and all your comments. Check out your other Virgo readings. I will put some attachments to this video at the end. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.